Hi everybody, this is Dino from Prehistoric Facts. This is a Q&A episode, so let's actually get right to it, shall we? Start with a YouTube question. Mookzilla. He asks, who would win, Carcharodontosaurus or Giganotosaurus? That one would be a toss-up, because first and foremost, these two are so evenly matched, they almost look a lot alike, because they're both from the same family, Carcharodontosaurus and Giganotosaurus. They have the same body design, they actually have some of the same features, except Giganotosaurus is a bit taller and longer than Carcharodontosaurus, but I'd say they're evenly matched. I can't pick a winner in that one, so here's your answer for that one. Alright, Jody from Kentucky. Did Australopithecus have a social structure similar to that of bonobos? Well, bonobos are actually kind of like a subfamily group of chimpanzees, and so they look like chimpanzees, but they're larger than chimpanzees, but they're kind of more of a peaceful version of chimpanzees. But would Australopithecus actually have the same social structure as bonobos? Well, probably the only differences would actually be is that they're probably going to be a tad bit different in terms of social structure. Because first and foremost, Australopithecus is actually getting really close to it actually being towards human. The only thing that would actually be shown for Australopithecus to actually shown to becoming more human is the fact is that they walk upright. They actually have the upright walking stance, and also they probably would actually have a structure that would actually be similar to how, like, maybe some chimpanzees would actually go after, would actually be foraging for food or hunting for food, because we now know that Australopithecus did make tools to possibly kill certain animals to actually eat. Now, it's not going to go after the large herbivores, of course, to actually kill. It'll probably kill, like, small animals to actually eat, but of course, Australopithecus are still omnivores. I think they would still have the same grooming structure, where they actually will groom each other to actually have a bit of a conversation, like silent conversation, of course, because their vocal structure would not be similar to ours. I would say it's up for debate still, I think, of what their social structure could be, but I'd say it's pretty close. It's probably in between us and bonobos and chimpanzees. And so I think it's pretty close. Pretty close. Then Brendan from Morris, New York. Is there any Japanese high schools that had graduate programs for international students? That I do not know. And my second question is, did young ceratopsids practice their skills like goats, deer, bison, or mother teaches them? Well, I think probably how young ceratopsians would actually behave is that they probably they would practice like their combat skills with each other, but probably not headbutting, not anything like that, but they probably could push and shove each other. And also they would show off their skulls, show off their frills, show off their horns, bumps, whatever, to actually be ready for combat for mating season. And also to like protect the herd and all that sorts of stuff, because that's what a lot of like young goats and bison, deer actually do. It's mainly the males that actually will be the ones that actually be practicing their combat skills. Females will still do it, but it's just probably more likely they're not going to do it as much, because female deer, you don't see them actually doing that much of combats, because they're actually going to be to get most deer that actually live in herds, like say caribou or caribou. They actually will the females would actually stick together most of the time, and they have like one male to actually lead the herd. And so I would probably say that probably they did to actually practice their combat skills. It's just that probably just for play. They probably wouldn't actually be like injuring each other like all the time. Could there be some injuries for some of their practice combat skills? Absolutely, because like a lot of young animals actually do get injuries from playtime. It's like there could be like a fractured rib. There could actually be part of the skull that's actually cracked, but even though they can actually heal that pretty quickly. And so yeah, I would actually say so. I think they would actually probably have behave similar to that kind of way, but are they as like going to be as advanced like mammals as mammals in terms of combat skills? Probably not, but they could actually do some pretty good combat skills to actually practice for. All right, that's it for now. No, this is the final episode of the 2019 year, so the next episode would actually be in 2020, and they'll actually be on, I believe January 2nd or 3rd. I would probably say the 3rd. So that'll be a special episode, so stay tuned for that, and I'll let you guys know. Probably before New Year's Eve to let you know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to talk about. And so stay tuned for that. And so hope everybody actually has a good holiday weekend. Hope and also enjoy the holidays and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate, and also Happy New Year to all of you. And hopefully that your 2019 went well. If not, then hopefully 2020 actually becomes a much better year for you, and hopefully that 2020 actually becomes a really good year in paleontology, and so hopefully that actually becomes the case. Looks like hopefully we get some new information about certain dinosaurs, or even family trees of dinosaurs, or even other like mammals, new species being discovered, all that sorts of stuff. So hopefully that 2020 is as good as a year as 2019 or 2019, wherever you want to call it. So that would be the case. But you can still send me questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or just go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you actually post your questions on the wall or in the comments section. And also for YouTubers out there, like each video that I actually put out, and also subscribe to the channel, because it actually helps me out and helps the channel out a lot as well. And they can continue to do this as long as I can, and I am dedicated to actually getting paleontology information to you, and also you can learn a lot more about prehistoric life from me, teaching you about what prehistoric animals were like, how they behaved, and all that sorts of stuff. And of course, in the background right here, you actually see there's a velociraptor. That's one of the new additions to Colossal Fossils. So hopefully you can come on down sometime and actually check out what we have. And you can go to colossalfossils.com to actually see our hours, and also donate to the museum, because we're always looking to actually add more to the museum, and so we'll keep you up to date on that and all that sorts of stuff. And also to remember to keep your questions short and to the point. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. That's my Twitter page. You put some pretty cool stuff on there. Also take care of the people around you. And also for younger people out there, to make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you can have a good education. It's very important to have good educations. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. All right, that's it for now, and I will see you guys in 2020.